Cindy.
When a shopping cart smashed my headlight, we worried filing a claim would take
Oh,
forever.
that's just
And life would revolve
lovely.
around the shopping cart.
Uh, all right, I'll go to Cindy Rivet. Sounds of Flight. All right. We have tea with a little bit of ginger root. All right. Let's bring my girl to life. Finally. This is one of my original Ceciles. I've had her, well, actually all of my Cecile dolls I've had since they were available at American Girl. So this doll has been with me since she first came out, and she's she's one of my favorite historical dolls of color. She is my number one favorite American Girl doll of color. And at the time when she came out, her, Marie Grace, and Kanani were my absolute favorite. I've had to use eye drops. I just finished 2.5 hours of painting, and now I'm going to do my Cecile. God, if I could rewind and go back in time, knowing what I know now. Oh, all right. I need to clean her face off a little more. Okay, let's get her hair out the way. This is new hair. It's synthetic hair extensions that I got back in the day, and I use these colors to match the original Cecile, but to have a little bit longer. I don't know, to just keep the curls, but the coloring, I wanted to have something extra special. I thought it was really pretty for her. All right. I'm probably going to need a few of these. And cotton. All right, I'm going to reposition this. All right. Um, okay. All right. Let me get comfortable. I'm going to have to get me another one of these tables. I need two now. So I can make like where it comes out and then curves over. To have a little extra space. I could fit it coming right there, which would be great. I really need to do that. All right, everyone. I'm going to move this over a little. There we go. I'm going to start with eyebrows. And I'm just going to use paint. My favorite shade of brown. And instead of using, I don't know what it is with this formula, espresso, but any of these shades of brown and Americana, I don't know, it's something with the base. It just never does quite right for me. So it never has. So I'm just going to custom create my own color using two different colors because these always give me the quality that I'm looking for. All right, Cecile, I got that sitting there. Turn my camera around to reposition, capture a different view. Now my studio is still a work in process. Turn that down a little bit. All right. Lighting. Change my lighting. There we go. Position. Wow, that looks good just with a pencil. That turned out really pretty. Oh my gosh. And that's kind of how I want to have her eyebrows painted. I want them to be pretty cute and simple. I'm not trying to be extravagant or overdo it with Cecile. And I love her face mold. I think this is the Sonali sculpt. And it's definitely one of my favorites. I'm looking up at Addie. There she is. Yeah, this is my favorite face sculpt.
Printing is growing in popularity, and printers like the Bamboo Lab P2S AMS combo make jumping in way easier than you'd expect. This is Aiden. He's 12 years old, and he's been 3D printing for the last 3 years. Hey, Aiden. Hey, Morgan. How's it going? It's going well. How are you doing? Doing great. This printer is so awesome. Yeah, you like it? What's your favorite thing about 3D printing? My favorite thing is just being able to make anything you can dream up in your head.
Wow, they're not twins. Definitely not cousins. All right, I need. Should have just put the CD on and put it on repeat. Okay. Shouldn't have done that. And this one came out too thick, so I'm just going to erase most of this. As long as I have something to give me like a guide to take less time. All right. All right, now let's get this going. I'm going to use this one, my custom brush. That's too light. It looks almost gray on her skin. Oh, I like that. Right, we'll play around with this a little bit. See what, let the brush lead the way. Okay, so I'm doing a thicker brow, which is always a sign of more youthfulness. Because, you know, usually kids have thicker brows. All right, there we go. I like that. Yes, I like this. I don't need to add any more. I do kind of want to shape it up in here. There. Okay. So I'm happy with that in the first run. Let's see if I can get the same luck on the other side. Okay, I'm going to need something without commercials. All right, girl. I remember when I started getting American Girl dolls, that was something that always stuck with me. I always wondered why those Dolly dolls. The eyebrows were just so thin. All right, so this is looking more of a grayish color where I blended them with her skin tone. Not liking that. Okay, put this over there. Lay her to the side. And move my camera up like that. Change my lighting. Okay. That looks good. natural looking. Okay, that's my favorite. I'm going to redo this one. Give her a little facial massage. Okay. Because I'm right-handed, it's so much easier for me to do this eyebrow. And still don't like that one as much. Let me try something. I just need to reshape that up a little bit. Yes, I've had a very creative week this week, haven't we? We've painted and spot Cabbage Patch Kids and painting American Girl, repainting them listing, getting stuff on eBay, getting it out of my home. For those of you who watch me and got things of mine, my personal items on eBay, I thank you. Because without that, I wouldn't be able to move forward and make my home into a home and to be able to keep things up like my lighting and supplies. Thinking I still like that one better. Let me take her to the side. Oh God, it looks really good over to the side. I don't know. I want to redo it again. It's amazing the difference in the vinyl, the way it was at this time. But then again, Marie Grace, her vinyl's faded. I don't know why it's faded. All right, give that a moment. Okay, I need something. Music for tranquility. Oh, deep focus. It's piano. that's water. It's gonna make me have to go to the bathroom. What is he sending me? Oh, he sent it to me through Instagram. No, not trying to fall asleep. Oh no, not that. Cortisol purge, nervous system reset. Okay, that works. Oh, Japanese Zen. Oh, Zen. Oh, yes. Oh, love that. Have a little culture. All right. Here we go. Okay, good. That matches similar to the other. Hmm. How did I get that? All right, let it set and dry. I do want to soften this inner corner. Yeah. I saw American Girls Jasmine. They stole the shape of my eyebrows. But they did it their style and it's fine. This is not my job. This is my hobby. And so I feel like as much as I enjoy painting and collecting American Girl dolls, and if they can be inspired by what I do, then I think it's great.
Watching the art, the artistry, it's breathtaking. It's breathtaking. It was almost heavenly. It awakens something.
All right. Hold her up and look at her. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay. Darn. Yeah, I'm gonna do some white eyelashes. So let me come back in, mix that with a little more, play with that a little bit. I don't want them to, I want them to be super thin. Give you an idea. That's how many hairs is on this brush. I'm really hoping American Girl, I really got a sense that they're going to end up refocusing back on the historical characters. Get ready. I told y'all that last year. So yeah, but also you can expect more glamour ones, but they're also seeing how the holiday ones aren't really selling as much as they wish they would. So we will see what happens next. Okay, let me see how that looks. Oh my god. Okay, that's gorgeous. I love her skin tone. She has the most beautiful cocoa skin color. Oh god, Cecile is, like I said, one of my favorites, and that's why I never repainted her. So the reason I'm doing it now is because my hair is the color of Marie Grace, and yes, I'm happy about that. As much as I love hair color, and so I have one behind me, and I'm going to repaint her as well and make her like a mini me. And that was really what the Truly Me line was about. People having like a little mini version of themselves. I think it's important with American Girl doll collectors to have that one or a few that you call your mini me, because it's also about self love, not in an obsessive way or like conceited, what have you. It's just gentle, sweet self love. Having yourself, seeing yourself as a doll version. When as a child, when you're a child or what have you. Okay, turn this around. Look at her up here. Okay, I need to make those a little longer, which is fine. That's why I'm doing them quite sparsely. This is Caroline's outfit. I bought when I went to American Girl in Washington, D.C. I bought two of this outfit, and I got Cecile Marie Grace and Caroline. Um, Kanani had not come out yet, and I didn't like the Girl of the Year that was out at that time. Well, she just wasn't in my interest, and I don't remember who it was at that moment. I was getting them, and oh my god, I loved Caroline's clothes, which now it's very Bridgerton. Okay. And this one has such a beautiful sculpt. I'm so glad that none of my girls are on stage anymore. Okay, let me see how is this looking. Clean my brush again. Okay. Okay. Oh, I like that. No, 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 no. No, darling. I love you too, sweetheart, but I done took your blanket down. I know. I had to take her blanket out of my chair. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I gotta make the other side look just as whimsical. Yes. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, you feel so soft. Yes, you do. I gave her a bath today. She doesn't like it, but she gets over it. She knows she feels better. Mm. Oh, you smell so good. Yes, you do. There we go. She's got beautiful whimsy lashes. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, I like that. This looks pretty. Miss Cecile, you look absolutely gorgeous, darling. Oh, I do think about painting little baby hairs. Yeah, I don't need to do all that with my girls. I'm happy with what I do on them with, the paint work. I mean, I did do baby hairs on one of my, one when I had dark hair. She's somewhere. If I didn't sell her, I think I got her. I'm trying to remember. I think I sold her actually. Now that I really think about it, I don't think I got her. Uh, she was a light skin, and I did her like me as mini me or something. Yeah, I think I did. I put her on eBay. I call it recycling. Okay. Oh, Dixie, you feel so nice and soft. Yes. Mhm. we're giving Miss Cecile cute little makeover. I'm not mixing a lot of colors. I want to keep her cute and simple. Now I'm going to blend some colors. Wait, let me see. I want to, I'm not going to give her lower lashes. I want to let it stay like that. I want a sweet, simple, dramatic look. So her lashes are dramatic. Her brows are a bit thicker. And to maintain like a childish, not childish, but youthful look. All right. Let me mix a few colors here and create her a nice lip color. So I'm going to mix a few because I know that this color is not going to work with her skin tone. Because I did something like that on one of my other dolls. Even though I matched it to her skin, I don't know, something about her makeover bugs me. Alright, I'm going to have to use a darker color here. I have to be careful because with the darker browns and then a pink, you'll end up getting something that looks a little purple. Okay. Alright. I will go with, use this brush and start mixing colors. Dib and dab here and there. Yeah, that's giving me some purplish. But again, acrylic paint, it dries to be a different color. Oh yeah, I've done this color before. Let me add a little hint of, oh, that would be pretty. Okay, I got a color. We're gonna go with this for a moment. I don't want to use that thicker brush. I want to use a different one. No, that one's too long. What about that? That one will work. Okay. Alright. What, sweetie? What? Mm. Say hello, everyone, to Dixie. Here's Dixie. Oh, you just all kinds of... What has made you so happy tonight? Huh? Okay. I'm going to reposition that a little bit. There we go. Now, this is acrylic paint, so it's going to change color as it dries. If you're not familiar with acrylics, that is something to definitely know. That reminds me, I need a darker color to go in between. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, let me see, where's that other brush? Not this one. The one that I just put back in, thinking I wasn't going to get, there it is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take a little bit of that dark brown. I'm going to take a little corner of this, mix that. Okay. Now you see the colors changing as it's drying. It dries pretty quick. Plus I made it to a thin layer. All right. Now you see the color is changing as it dries, and I really like this. I like the way it looks on her. This is the outfit. I put this on her back when I got it. I did her and Marie Grace, and I never took the outfit off. Because Marie Grace, where is she? Oh, she's in my room. Yeah, she's got black hair though, but I'm going to redo the one behind me that's an original dress. Okay. Oh, thank you, Dixie. Okay, this was not ready for a second layer yet. So I will give it a moment. So as you can see, I want her lips to look really pretty and cute. So this is gonna look nice when her eyes are open. Alright, set my brush in there, and I need to do her little inner corners there, because it really gives the eyes a bit of a brighter look and appearance. Let me take a little bit of brown, a little bit of black. Okay. Well, that barely shows. I need to make that a little bit darker. Okay, there we go. Okay, that'll work. And good, her lips are dry, so I can add a second layer. All right, there we go. That is pretty even, I think. Let's redo it. Okay, so now I'm going to come back. All right, get some more of this to go on her lip. Hold on, I need to reshape that. There we go, smooth that out. All right, now let that dry. So if you notice the top lip, you can see as it dries, it becomes a different color. And I'm doing very thin layers. Okay, and now the same color to go. There. There we go. All right, I'll come back to her lips, but right now I'm happy with this color. It works, but I am going to be playing around with more color because it'll be like this and maybe a little slightly, you know, I did a little shading and stuff. And I'm also going to do darker little lines to give her like a little smile look. Mm. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to end up treating her vinyl. Let me remove. I have to remove her clothing to protect the outfit. Because we just don't get these kind of clothes anymore. Oh, not from American Girl. I love historical clothing the best. Not at no $60 price point, but I do wish historicals had more clothes to choose from. All right, let me see. Oh my God, her hazel eyes. Oh, this really pops. Here, I will give you a sneak peek of how she looks at this moment. Okay, there she is. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I like this. This looks good. I'm happy with that. The eyebrows, the lashes, yeah, yeah. And it doesn't have sealer yet, so I'm still working with it. All right, so let me lift my light back up. Do love how the hair color works with her. Her eyes really, really pop with this paint work. Okay, so now I have to mix another color in to do her manicure and pedicure. Great. Lovely. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do have enough to do this. Let me see. There's that pink. Okay, I remember I had that. Okay, fine. Mix that with this. Do I want it? Yeah, that'll work. The color of her lips, right? Oh, okay, good. I might be able to go over her lips again, but real quickly. Okay. So I believe this is a lot darker. Let me be sure. I do want to be a lot darker. Do the top lip in a darker color and leave the bottom lip a little bit lighter for realism. Okay, yeah, that's really pretty. And I will come around these edges and simply blend that in like that. Okay, so that'll change as it dries. So now I'm going to use this also to do her manicure, which this color works much better than the original one I had years ago. Oh my god, over 10 years ago. I've had this doll for over 10 years. Okay, I'm doing her nails. I like the lip. This lip color is pretty also for a base color. So as you see, it's changing as it dries. It gets darker. I don't know, I'm gonna go through my American Girl dolls and see if I have any I want to list on eBay. That way I can replace them with some newer ones. That way I can try new paint techniques, things like that. Okay, stand her up like that. Okay. Yeah, because the other color that I had here from 10 years ago, no, I've had her more than 10 years. I bought her back in 2013 and 14, within that period. I think I've had her for maybe 11 or 12 years then. But I still have a Cecile and Marie Grace in the box, never opened. Like I said, oh my gosh, they are my favorites. They were from the very beginning. I have their entire book series. I think I have all of their clothing except, I remember that yellow dress for Cecile. It was like plastic. Didn't like that. Okay. So that looks fine. Okay, the toes. Yeah, I need another one of these tables. Then I can connect them. Have the other one come, this one's going long ways. The other one will be at that corner coming this way. And have like a little nook, and it'll be perfect for the water, the paint, stuff like that. I can have paints over here to this table, have enough space for the doll without being concerned of anything falling over or something. see, I did some tea and I have ginger root in it. Mm. Oh my goodness, this is the case to my cell phone. And it blinged out. They got them on Amazon. They're definitely cheaper than they are if you go to cell phone store. I plan on going to Eloise this weekend. The store. Yeah. Okay, clean my brush. Let me get my brush cleaner. I need to clean this a second. Let me see. Yeah, I have a Cecile over there. All I did was gloss her lips and give her new hair. She's on display, and I don't want to repaint her because I don't know. These just really meant a lot to me. And that was in a time in my life where I was probably the happiest. Miss that. Mm, years ago. Gosh, I remember doing that video with the big hair. Lord have mercy. Alright, get my brush cleaned out. Still has a little bit of stuff in it. Now, you see how this looks when it dries, the color? It goes perfect with her skin tone. It's like a shade of pink, but it's a shade of pink that goes really good with, I want to call, I really think this is more like the medium dark skin tone. Because it's not dark, but then it's not light. So it's like medium dark. Okay, I need more brush cleaner. I can't wait till we start seeing the American Girl dolls with made in Indonesia. Those are gonna be it's gonna be interesting to have some with a different than made in China. They were always made in China, but remember I think I told you late year before last that they were already moving stuff from China to Indonesia because Barbie dolls were already being made in Indonesia. And they were moving that stuff as quick as they could to the another factory. All right, I'm double checking my brushes, trying to get these things extra clean all the way down in there. Say it wasn't clean as I thought this other one. Okay, and that one. Okay, I'm going to get some fresh water. I will lift my camera up. There we go. So you can see how she's looking for the moment. I want to see how that lip color is going to look because I'm probably going to tweak it some. And yes, I have the mini Cecile and Marie Grace dolls also. Ugh. Okay, let's go ahead and do the tips. Let me go ahead and do the tips of her nails, get those painted out the way. Okay, I use this one. All right, girly, you're getting a new manicure. I need to get one too. I found this champagne color I wanted to do my nails in. Because I'm using gel polish now. Yeah, that color looks much better with her skin tone than what I had previously. Yeah, see, before the body fabric did not match her skin tone. This was for the medium skin, like it was more like dolls with a suntan look. And for the dark skin dolls, they didn't have a body fabric that matched her vinyl. I talked about that years ago, and they made the improvements. Yeah, that looks good with her skin tone. All right, girl, let's get this pedicure. And then I'm going to go back up and double look at the color of her lips and see if I want to. I already know I'm probably going to tweak it and do some changing to it. Oh, it's focusing on her hand. Okay, I need to pull this over so I can see her foot. Okay. I'm double checking her hands. Everything looks great. All right. Now I can lift this up a little bit. All right. And set my camera at another level. Oh, wow. Yeah. See, there's my foot, my signature on the bottom. See how it's bleeded into her vinyl, which is fine. It still looks fine. But that was something, I don't know. People were doing that before I even got into American Girl. It was just a thing. Everyone always had their name on one of the bottom of their doll's feet. And then it was like, I remember when people met their favorite American Girl influencer, you know, they would ask them to sign the bottom of their doll's foot with their. Okay. So I'm double checking her lips. And I don't know, I think I really like this color, but I don't know. It needs something magical. Not really magical, but you get what I'm saying. To really make it pop. I'll figure that out in a minute. Make sure I didn't mess that up. Okay, good. It's drying quickly. Let me see her tag. 2011. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, 2011. Oh, and her, oh, okay. They are super tight. So yeah, I definitely tightened those up. I think I did it in the video. Okay, I'm gonna reposition this camera. Right, there we go. That catches all of this lower area, so I'm good. I know that if I apply gloss, that's gonna look really good, but let me mix up some colors. All right, I think I'm gonna grab this. Hope everyone's doing good tonight. Just trying to give out a little bit of positive, creative content. Just letting you know that this is my focal point on my channel. It's creative content. I talked with Doreen from These Cabbies, Dolls, and Toys. We thought about possibly doing a collaboration. We talked about some topics, some ideas. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, let me see this color. I think that might be a little too dark, too reddish. Okay, let me try this. Okay, bring my light down. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna look better with her skin tone. But the good thing is the other color that was underneath, it was already drying on, so it helps this paint color bond more effortlessly. Oh wow, I like that. That's pretty. Oh yeah, definitely like this much better. All right, now I'm gonna play around with this a little bit. Give it a little more texture. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's the perfect color for her skin tone. Let me take her over to the side. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, yeah, I like that much more. Cool. Okay, let me clean this. Oh my god. I threw water out of my bowl and into a box. I'm not surprised. Y'all shouldn't be either. Y'all know I'm clumsy. Okay, we're gonna try something a little bit darker here. Okay, that like that. There we go. Perfect. No one's gonna probably notice it, but I know it's there. Okay, there. I'm mixing up more stuff, creating another color because I'm about to. So give her lips the appearance of texture. Now it's not going to be, it's going to be very low, that color is, because I'm not trying to really make it super pop. I want it to be, it's darker, but it'll blend. Um, yeah, this looks good. I'm happy with that. All right, we're going to move on to sealer. Set that over there. Mm. Oh, there it is. Now it's getting, because it's paint all up into the, where the brush is connected, where the bristles and everything's put together. That's why I was making it stick out like that. So I'm having to remove it. Okay, so now it comes to a close at the end. So if your brush, if the bristles are all sparky out, it's because it's paint down in this area. And you really need to clean it as close to this as you can to get that paint out, so it doesn't mess up your brush. Okay, yeah, these look good. All right. Set that over there. And, oh, sealer. Yeah, I start with the high gloss sealer first. And I'm going to use that after the high gloss. I use matte to make sure it's super sealed, super duper waterproof. That is definitely one of the main things I've changed over the years. My paints, no, but sealer, yeah. Oh, tea. Okay. And now for Cecile on her manicure and pedicure. I'm literally not breathing when I'm doing stuff like this. Talk about holding in a long, deep breath. Okay. Okay, stand you up. Okay, that looks good. I like that. Yeah, because originally when I did this over 10 years ago, for the base color, it was so much lighter than that. I know it was like a sable brown, but it was a different shade of pink and it didn't work. And with this color to match your skin tone better, I'm more knowledgeable now with mixing my colors. So I have to use a certain color red, certain color pink. I have to use um, a dark brown, and it just about proportions of the mixture. To be honest, it's all about proportion of how much of one or the other you do to mix to really get a nice color that's going to look really good to enhance her appearance, but also to go with her skin tone. Okay. So I did not do lower lashes on purpose. I did not want to give her lower lashes. Um, I, I really like how this looks. Okay, so I'm going up with my camera and turn it like that, and like that, like that. Okay. Yeah, that's a good angle. Um, I'm going to do another layer. I'm gonna do a thick layer of high gloss on the lip. All right. Clean my brush again, and I'm going to use matte sealer on the eyebrows. I'm also thinking I'm gonna treat her vinyl with the new sealer I have as well, the Velvet Touch, to protect it. I did it on one of my other dolls. So far, I'm okay with it. And I did it to one of my other girls of color, and it looks really, really good with her vinyl. All right, so now the other sealer. What is he sending me? Oh gosh, he probably wants to go somewhere. What is this? La oreja debe cuando menos lo merezco. All right, close that. Relight my browser. Right, I'm looking at something while I'm letting this set so I can go over the eyelashes and eyebrows with a different type of sealer to remove the shine. What was that about? Sign in that your plant coverage and benefits. Okay, okay. Documents, resource. And resources. Hmm. I already know this. Okay. Forms and authorization. Uh, okay. Let me get the other one. All right, here we go. Okay. So now I do the other sealer here. All right. And this is going to remove the shine, but it's also extra protective sealer. I like to make sure all of my paint work is protected, non-yellowing, waterproof, weatherproof, all of that. You know, because I like my paint work to last for many years, many years. As long as the doll will last, my paint work will last, and without changing color or fading or anything like that. Okay, so now we are. I remember it was someone she had a lot of dolls by me. Well, she had a lot of dolls. I don't know about now, but everyone, it was a lot of other people who were doing customs, and not as many as they are now. And you know, they would let them know that they were for display only. And I always thought that was kind of sad that people are paying $3, $4, $5, $600 for a custom doll, and you can't enjoy it. For me, it's like, no, I want something that's going to give me a look I want, but also that I can take with me on trips or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That I can enjoy. I don't want a doll that the only thing she can do is be displayed. I don't want a doll like that. I want a doll that I can play with and enjoy. And spray water in her hair. If her face gets wet, it's fine. Or If the doll's been setting up and a little dust gets on, I can just take a damp washcloth, just barely mist it and just wipe her face, and I know that the paintwork is going to be fine. That is something that's always been important to me. So, under this lighting, you can see where it's already drying in through here. The upper part is getting there, but yeah, it's drying pretty quickly. The lips I did her lips highly glossed. I love this color. Um, I'm I gotta find my blush. I would think it's in my makeup thing, the one that I use on her. But yeah, waiting for that to dry. All right, I'm still looking at it. Okay, this is already set. You can tell that's pretty set. Um, Now I'm waiting for that. I must have put a thicker layer. Um, oh, oh yeah, there it is. It's because I put thick layers of sealer on. All right, set that over there. Let me see. That's it. Oh my goodness, she looks gorgeous. All right, I'm going to stand her up. Those are buttons from where I make homemade dolls. All right, I'm standing her up, and I'm going to let y'all take a look, have her available, and then when others decide they want to watch, they can. So these are all of my little messy paints. Okay, there she is. Now this is with bright lighting. The ring light all up in her face. Now I'm going to take the light off. I'm going to turn it off. Oh, she looks so pretty. Okay, I'm very pleased with this look. I love my paintwork on her. Wow, the eyes really pop. And I think the eyes really pop more because I, kept the eyebrows simple. I didn't use a bunch of colors and stuff like that. And then her pedicure. All right, let me put the light back on. Okay. There. All right. So that's going to set for 24 to 48 hours. Really good. Okay. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good night.